Guys, we're in the shop today. We're doing things a little bit differently. It's still going to be a custom creation, but CRS Firearms has a little contest going on, and we're going to see if we can make something bulletproof. Stick around to find out. Alright guys, so the rules for this: 9 pounds or less. Has to be 12 inches by 10 inches and less than 5 inches thick. I know he's going to be using the FNX, the AK-47, the MLP, the Prophet, Black 13, the Shredder Project, and the Scar 17. Let's go with the smallest and the biggest. The FNX 45 cal, figure 230 grain, moving about 830 feet per second, and the Scar shooting 7.62 by 51, and that's shooting about 2600 feet per second. So let's see what we can do. Thinking we take a box, hopefully you see a box. We'll make sure this is 5 inches, so we can't go over that, and then we'll do our 10 inches by 12. So I'm thinking we'll use some fiberglass cloth because that is close to the strength of Kevlar. I just don't know how many layers we can get. We'll take this box, it's 12 by 12, cut it down so it's 10 by 10, 10 by 12, sorry, would have messed it up already. And then tape it off, get it ready to be a mold. Alright, I'm gonna get to that. Let's go across this with a straight edge because we might get a better fold out of it. Hopefully you guys are able to see this. Alright, got our 10-inch mark. We gotta do the same thing over here. Oh, that's what we're gonna have to make a cut, but it's all right. Let's mark this. All right. So now I know from this end to this line, 12 inches. Let's fold it. Make this one 10. Alright, so I'm gonna tape off these and cut off this end right here. This flap, let's take those off. We're gonna tape it anyway. Alright, let's get this guy folded. All right, so we got our box completely taped off. Nice and shiny on the inside. We'll have to hit it with mold release, but let's throw that over there. Let's start cutting up some fiberglass mat. We'll mark it just so we can get a little bit of reference. All right, so that's about 12 there. I'll end up putting these pieces in at some point. I think these two I'm going to cut smaller. I'll get more overlaps with them. So what do you guys think the outcome is going to be? One shot and the thing explodes. We are working with a shore hardness around 90, so I don't know. Leave a comment in the comment section on what you think is going to happen. Is it going to explode? Is it going to be able to stop a couple of these bullets? All right, let's hit this box with some mold release. Let that sit for a minute and then we'll wipe it down. All right, we're gonna mix up some tabletop epoxy first, just to get a layer on the bottom. So let's start doing that. Boom! Bringing out the big boy. Think I should add a drop of black to give it a little smoke? Black, that's what I thought. Add like 1 or 2 drops. Maybe we'll give it a little smoke color. Might be harder to see what's going on the inside though, but we'll see. Well, for black, it really looks blue. Alright, I'm gonna finish mixing this up. I'll get you before I pour.
I'm back. Thank you for your patience.
Alright, so I poured up 20 ounces of epoxy. Figure we're gonna get some fiberglass cloth laying in there now. Taking something like that. Then maybe we'll do a couple of the smaller pieces so they can kind of have an overlap. Thinking something like that'll be good. Alright, let's keep the first one in there. Let's get this resin mixed up and let's get pouring. Just using an old piece of cardboard and spread this around. Mix this corner a little bit. resin. What do you think? Add some more layers now, or pour a soft layer of resin and then add some more layers into a hard?
New looks.
Using the direct end to really push those layers down together. If I had a vacuum chamber that this fit in, that would probably be the best, because I could really pull those layers together. Let's add a couple more. I mean, you gotta think about it. The shot's probably gonna go closer to the outsides and then the center. So as long as we build up where we figure those shots are gonna go. Got a lot of thread on that. Throw it in. Not going for looks, right? Just to see if we could stop a bullet. What was I thinking? So we do a full-size sheet, see how well we can push that down. After we see how this does, if you guys want me to make another one, make sure you leave a comment on my channel. Or while you're checking out the video on CRS Firearms channel, make sure you leave a comment over there. Alright, we're gonna let this sit. Look at that mallet mark right there.
Y'all can just chill today. We'll start on this crapola tomorrow.
It's not as heavy as I think it would have been. We're about to mix up a 2-to-1 mixture. But I'm thinking we still feel the fiberglass mat on this side, so maybe we'll scratch it up a little bit just so we know we get a nice bond. We want to grab all these fibers. We'll grab a screwdriver, scrape them down, or a scraper, take it off the sides, just so this lower coat bonds to the next coat we're pouring. So we got 4 ounces of hardener. So we got 12 ounces complete. We got 4 ounces of hardener, and since it's 2-to-1, we added 8 ounces of resin. Let's scrape this guy up a little. Alright, scraped it up. Let's mix this up, pour a little bead of it down, lay some mat. So, just so you guys know, a little pro tip right here. This is black alcohol ink. The problem is, depending on what kind of resin you put it with, like our 1-to-1 in here, it was coming out kind of blue. I mix it with this 2-to-1 resin. It's coming out pink. This is why you always want to test before you actually pour something important. Let's say a table, because this would never work. Just something to keep in mind. Pushing it down just like before, trying to get all the air out. I think the air is what would cause an issue. There's air. It's not really a good bond because of that air gap. And then the pieces probably would just separate when they get hit. Alright, so I'm going to pour another 12 ounces of the 2-to-1. Alright, get you when this dries. So it's looking pretty good. Everything's nice and solid. But what I did find is some solid core copper wire. Why? Why not? Let's get some of these cut to the size of a box. Then we can lay them in. Pour some more epoxy. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's start cutting something. Let's see what we're looking at in copper. 0.6 pounds. And total weight so far, 4.495. But then we still got to take it out of the box. Alright, let's mix up some more tabletop resin. Alright, let's get this straightened out as best as possible. The logo is going to be the most bullet resistant thing about it all.
But that's not possible. Nothing can do that.
think we should clean it up a little bit along the edges. Damn. Hey guys, so everything came together. It's looking pretty good. Make sure you head over to CRS Firearms channel. That way you can check out just how well this thing holds up. Make sure you leave a comment on where you came from. See you over there.